Okay, I have officially started the recording. Evo, you can start us with the recap, please.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I gotta, clear my throat a bit. I'm not. This kind of like not the best. Anyway, hello everyone. What's good? It's good with y'all. It's your boy Evo here, back at it again with another recap. It's like last session. We dealt with the consequences of our actions, which were nothing, which were getting absolutely freaking rich after nuking a mine. You know, essentially so after Loof did her explosion, we as in AKA Todrin and Booba started with the quote unquote help of the rest of the party, started to do some mining at their site of the explosion and found a whole lot of gold. I think it was 30 pounds if I remember correctly. They found all that stuff and then found, after a little bit more digging, found a bird statue. This is a shiny bird statue. If it was plot relevant, it was just bad. It was plot relevant, was relevant to some trash ass plot, and that's all I gotta say, man. Anyway, after we leave the whole thing and start going, we leave the thing, go back to the town, and we find the little central area where people is selling stuff. People keep giving us weird looks, partially because we are carrying 30 pounds of gold, partially because Rylan is pushing the bird statue on ice, on stone. Nothing too weird. And we get there, we sell the thing, and we get we individually we get how much individually we all got 2,586 gold pieces, for the exception of Todrin, because he had to hand his share over to my good man's Rylan. Anyway, then we try to sell the freaking statue, and it ain't worth it. So we just so then we went back to the bar for a little bit. Rising got made fun of for not drinking, not wanting to ingest literal poison, and then had to explain how his gun worked. And then they proceeded to leave. And for the first time in I don't know how long, they've seen sunlight. They were let out the plot basement. And I believe that is all the relevant information.
One thing you did leave out was the situation with one of Ryland's children and Todrin.
Oh, right. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Anyway, right. So after we get freaking rich, we go back to the little area, you know what I'm saying, and go back to the inn, right? And Ryland's duckling, Envy, right? She's out there just looking at the freaking green rock, which is also something we picked up in the whole get rich quick scheme. She looking at that rock. Todrin's like, "What the fluff? Why are you looking at my rock?" You know what I'm saying? Tries to take that hoe back. And eventually, after trying to take that hoe back, like they get sent over to the, I think it was spiritual plane. I want to say that's what it's called, something like that. I'm gonna say spiritual plane. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh well. They get sent to the spiritual plane, which is just this like monochrome grayscale place, and they just kind of there for a little bit, and then Envy's like, "Oh," then Todd's like, "Yo, just let me out of here, man." And they let them out of there. They teleport back to the mine. And then Todra takes the rock back, and football carries that hoe back to the place. And then some therapy happens with Envy, to help Envy understand, sometimes things happen in life, but things happen in life, and it's okay. It's okay to feel sad, blah blah. Whatever. Therapy. And here's a necklace from part of the shard from this green rock. And then the green rock and then yeah, I don't remember what happened to the rest of it. I think they tried to sell the rest of the green rock. I don't remember what happened there, but yeah. So okay, yeah, sick. It was sold off for however much it was sold off for. Good looks for the assist. And yeah, that's all the relevant information, if I believe. And if I get his point of inspiration, you can slide the hoe to Steinar for the assist. So I already have one.
Let's see, we don't necessarily pass points of inspiration.
I mean, he gave me the assist here. You know what I'm saying?
All I said was I sold it. I don't think I helped with much.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's the assist. It's the assist. You should
See,
get
if
credit.
I wasn't using the restroom, I would have come in and been like, "You forgot a whole bit, my guy."
My fault.
But Poke got you. So give it to Poke.
Poke's at the end.
I
We can't
will
get a point for
gladly take it and use it for a future combat.
Why would she do that?
Yeah, no, I don't think it needs that.
Why would you
It makes
do
it
that?
more interesting.
No, it makes me more dead. That's what it makes me.
Nah.
And then
Alright.
suddenly, the god of Darknol used its inspiration die.
Anyways, so to continue on where you guys left off last time. So, you guys have finally made it out of the cave. It is currently the 24th of Second Summer, episode 49.
That's 20 what?
The 24th of Second Summer.
That's it.
So, you all make it outside, feeling the sunshine for the first time in roughly a little over 24 hours. You see Mares is pretty much raring to go, seemingly having a lot more motivation or energy now for some reason.
It's
that
got
maybe
little
some people
feetsies fixed.
So,
Man's got the horse Jordan ones.
you see that as you guys head out, you see a familiar face. You see the same dwarf that had greeted you at the entrance of the top part of Stone Scale. Excuse me. Hey! Y'all didn't last long down there.
You got what we needed.
Well, the underground isn't made for overworlders, I guess.
Well, I mean, we did kind of head down there, kill a bunch of bugs, and then get a fair share of gold for everybody in our party.
You got gold for killing bugs?
No, we got gold from the mines after killing bugs.
I don't see how the bugs are relevant. Alright. Anyways, there's a little blockage at the front, but don't worry, they'll be out in a couple of minutes, hopefully.
Like a person blockage or a nature blockage?
We're getting supplies right now. They
Gotcha.
they came in with a delivery a few hours ago. Some of the guys are up there right now. They're doing the exchanges. So just fair warning, you'll be able to leave like immediately.
All right, well, guess we better head back into the city and wait it out there.
So, do you guys proceed down the path?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So, it doesn't take too long. It's like a few minutes in. He waves you goodbye, and then eventually you do see like this giant wooden, what you would assume to be like a crate of some sort, but it's huge. And one of the first things that catches your eye is just the tons and tons of Aves folk that are just there, as well as a lot of gnomes and dwarves that are just there. You see that all the Aves folk have this. They come in a lot of different ages, gender, and whatnot, but then they all have this this yellow and red uniform on them. And you see that there's like definitely like more than like 20, 30 of them just out and about, some of them just conversing, talking. But you do see there's a huge pile of just different ores in like boxes that are being put on this giant wooden platform. You see that there are strings attached to like almost every inch of that towards the perimeter of that platform. Actually, rope is more accurate, not strings. But you see that this is what's causing the roadblock right now, and you see that a lot of dwarves and gnomes, they start picking up other boxes, and they start marching their way past you guys towards where their home is. But you do see a lot of conversing happening here and there. I need everyone to roll me a perception if you are curious as to what you might catch a whiff of.
Always.
Drugs.
Methamphetamine. They found
All
me.
right. I assume that's everyone. Excuse me. So, Puba and Rylan, you both would have the understanding that there's this trade going on between whoever these groups of Ace folk are and the people here in Stonescale Village. You catch you just happen to catch some conversation about like how the trading's going. That basically the big wooden platform is just filled with a bunch of different rocks and ores, and what they're getting in return is just supplies of water, food, and just other useful materials for the people of the underground. Todrin and Ryzen, they will get a little more details. So, you guys would hear specifically that there's this little banter going on about how they're not getting the amount that they're paying for, as in the people of Stonescale Village feel like that they're giving more than what they're receiving.
Oh, no,
And there's
that's
like this
scary.
little discussion about that. But you do overhear that all these supplies going back and forth is going between Stonescale Village and a place called Mount Galestrom. So as you guys are waiting, is there anything you guys are doing or saying?
How long do you guys think this is gonna take?
Hopefully not long.
5 to 10 minutes.
Puba, roll me a 1d2.
Oh no.
This is all on you.
1.
You
all
see
your
that it
fault.
actually takes about 20 minutes.
Ah, dang.
So is there anything you guys are doing within those 20 minutes?
You know, I was half right. There was a 0 there.
Would they be against Todrin helping so they could speed it up? Or
how would you approach?
Are they loading it into a cart, or are they taking it one by one to
Well, so as for the Aves folk, you see that they're putting all their stuff that they're getting from Stonescale Village on this giant wooden platform, and then you see that the dwarves and gnomes, they are carrying their stuff individually, but there's plenty of them to just be circulating back and forth. So you see the job is going, and it's going at a decent pace. It's just a lot of material that's going back and forth.
Mm-hmm. He'd walk up to one of the guys and just be like, we're sort of in a hurry. Do you think I could help out to speed this up?
Huh? Yeah, just help carry these boxes back to our entrance.
He'll do that.
Alright, so you help out. I will say that this will expedite things by 30 seconds.
Listen,
30 seconds is 30 seconds.
right.
So,
I mean, it'd be great
instead
if
of
somebody else
waiting
would
the
help, but
20
they just
minutes,
sit there
you
quiet.
guys waited the 19 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
fuck is everybody else? What the hell they doing?
You know what?
I'm tired. Look, I was carrying a whole entire gold vein throughout an entire city. All right.
Yeah, and look,
I played freaking rock ball for a good.
Oh,
Good hour,
I'm
maybe.
sorry. I'm sorry. My
Cauldron
bad.
just like, does he just like continuously look at the party like, are you gonna help me? Hey, no, fine, I'll just do it myself, and then just keeps going.
No, I feel like he's just like trying to get it done as fast as possible.
Azalea might help like a little, but she's very much just like, I want to go.
So,
I don't
Tajin,
wanna
for your
go.
efforts, you were awarded 3 gold pieces.
Let's fucking go.
You see that the
Money
they're a little
plans.
thankful.
Good.
So you see that as they're finishing up, you see that the last conversation is being traded between the Ace folk and some of the dwarves. And you see that they're not leaving happily. Like they don't seem happy about the situation on either side, but they seem to have come to some sort of agreement. And then you see that the Ace folk, they all in unison get around the platform. They each carry a piece of rope, and then they all fly off. And you see that this giant, very heavy wooden platform is now being lifted by all these A's folk who start slowly lifting everything, and they start moving away. And you guys now have a path to go through.
The intrusive thoughts are being really intrusive.
All right. So, now that you guys have witnessed that, you guys will now proceed down this road. So, according to your map, which I will not pull up because it's going to break half of your computers, because I still haven't found a way to make it simplify it. You guys will be heading towards a town called Winter's Field. I will take a screenshot, that way you guys have an idea of... actually, I can't do that, because these are parts of the map that I cannot reveal yet. How can I take a
Take a
diagonal
screenshot.
screenshot?
Why
Take a
can't we
screenshot of it.
just see the map?
Go, just
Because
come
I'm
on,
not
man.
done with it, unfortunately. It's a lot that I still have to finish.
Yeah, just go ahead, slice this map. It's okay, man. We don't care, man. So we just,
Well,
like,
I
if you
do.
just slide us.
Folks, show him the freaking map, you loser.
There, you guys should be able to see it. Hopefully it's not breaking anyone's computer.
Oh, great. My entire. I'm gonna have to reset, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be gone for.
Oh no.
No.
So, the location of the next statue is revealed to you guys. So, as you guys were told, it is a bit of ways off of Winter's Field, but there's the path. I assume everyone see it?
Yeah.
Is it the one going west?
What?
Wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Southwest-ish.
The southwest joint, right?
Yeah.
We're southwest,
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are here. Like, that's where your marker is.
Right. Yeah. Just making sure we're not talking about the path going north.
Okay. Yeah, no. That goes to Tough Bark Town and Aqua Street.
We're going
Village.
this way.
Right.
So, now that you guys have that visual, I'm going to bring this back here. So,
Oh no, my computer's broken.
Oh
Oh,
no,
too bad.
whatever shall
anyways.
I do?
So,
Can't worry about the map breaking, please.
so you guys would, based on your estimations, you guys would probably say that this would be a 25-ish day journey. But thanks to Mayor's motivation and how much energy Mayor's have had as of recently, you guys will get there in half the time.
Gosh dang.
It's a fucking fast horse.
I'm
I
gonna
was,
get you
I
the
was
ones.
about to have a fit.
I'm about to slide you the ones again. I'm about to slide some new ones, man. Oh my lord.
So, this will only occur. This will rarely occur. This will be something that happens every now and then, depending on what Mayor's gets. In this case,
Oh,
it's the first
no.
time Mayor's ever got new horseshoes, so Mayor's
Cause for some
excited.
Katie. Oh,
So-
just cause man. Just want some Yeezys. I can climb some Yeezys,
So
man.
this trip will take roughly 15 days to get through. So, in this long 15-day journey, you guys will have the opportunity to talk with one another, discuss any things that, any new information that you guys have found or still have yet to discuss, or just some more personal things you want to do before you get to Wintersfield.
Uh,
So,
oh, no, go ahead, Evo.
Say what you're gonna say, and then I'll
Mhm.
do what I gotta do later, bro. I'm not tripping. I got 15 days, dog. I'll be cool.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say, Azalea wants to do to check on Kane to see if she can find him.
All right. Do you do this the very next day, or do you do this as soon as you like leave Stone Scale?
I do it a couple of days after, just because I know I'm going in the right direction, but I want to get close, to have a better chance, I guess.
All right. So I will say that on the 27th of Second Summer, you do this.
Uh-huh.
All right. Trey, if you could describe what she needs to roll for that, unless she can passively do it. Not sure.
She should know what ability she used last time. What was it
I
again?
know it was Sonia's
Through the
incentive,
grapevine, yeah.
mixing with through the grapevine and a good old empathy.
Okay.
Those were the few that I did.
Hmm. So I'm not gonna ask for something you said at this time. As you attempt to connect through the earth and all the different plants and vines and trees and all your other sensories you use across all of the continent, you don't find anything similar to what you found the last two times, which is oddly concerning. Not even oddly concerning, it just is concerning.
I just don't feel them at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, he's dead.
Evo.
What?
So I can't feel him, but I know I'm in the right direction, correct?
As far as the last few times goes, yes. As of right now, you have nothing.
Oh,
Oh no, he's dead.
Evo.
Show some respect, damn it. I'm sorry for your loss.
Alright. Tajin's gonna speak up. Do I notice, like, do I sort of know what Azalea is doing?
You would be able to tell that Azalea's focusing really hard on something.
she's like,
Okay.
they've stopped, and they're like probably having dinner or something. And Azalea's doing this, and like she's kind of off. She's putting her hand to her forehead, just unsure, very, very focused.
And afterwards, and if you can't sense him, how does Azalea like feel about that? Like, is there anything visible?
There's genuine worry. And she'll like it's like she's grabbing her necklace again to look at it, like hoping at least he's in trouble, something to show her that he's not out, like that he's not gone. But it's very much like it's getting to the point where she doesn't know, and it's worrying her more.
So when we get over to a place that you think they were close enough, how are we gonna look for him?
That's
Speaking to
she's gonna kind of like her head's gonna perk up, like her ear twitches, realizing you're talking to her. That's sort of the question now, isn't it?
how well do you remember his how he looks?
I spent probably close to, I would say 20 years with him. I think I know what he looks like pretty well.
To draw him, I suppose. It'd probably be easier if we just like, had pictures of him.
Yeah, I could try. I don't think we have paper though.
Tears a few pages out of his already torn notebook.
As he's like doing that, she's like, I mean, I could make a bush of him. She's
That-
like, thinking, then looks to him.
That would just be weird.
Right. She'll like go over to Tadrin and take the paper. She'll like grab a pencil and attempt to draw him. I don't know how well this would
roll-
look.
Give me a second. Let me think about
Yeah, I
this.
have no idea how well somebody would be at drawing,
Time
but
to
like,
find out. Can
roll for
she
arts.
draw?
Let me see. What would that be?
Let's
Performance?
let's play.
I
Can
would
she
say
draw?
I would say performance
Or
or
deafness.
deafness.
Oh no, my performance is higher. Should
Can she canonically draw? Let's see.
It's off, JK. No.
Yeah,
So
she's canonically mid.
So you see that Azalea tries to draw to the best of her ability. It definitely looks like a person, though the details it's kind of hard to see exactly like the details to what makes a good wanted poster a good wanted poster, basically. Even though it's not a wanted poster, but it's just it's lacking the details to make it fit a certain individual. That's not bad.
Dude, now you're gonna have to make me draw Kane. I never drew Kane before.
You see, I was worried about the same thing. The moment you brought it up, I was like, oh wait, frick, do I have to draw Kane?
I'll just draw him. It's fine. I'll do a
Okay.
sketch of him.
Perfect.
I literally opened a clip like 10 minutes ago. But she'll show Tadrin. He's also, hold on. I have a small description of him. Hold up, I gotta go to my doc. Hold up. I'm so sorry. Hold up.
Take your time.
I got put on the spot. Gosh dang, hold on.
Azalea. Where is he?
I just want to be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we'll put her on the fridge, honey. Don't worry.
Freaking
So
kindergarten teacher
you see,
painting.
she's drawn more of a bust of the person, known as Kane. He is rather healthy in weight and in muscle. Like, he's not overly toned or anything. She kind of like, there's a little arrow there that points saying purplish hair. And then she'll go, he is a dark elf, and he's about 4'11".
Hmm. I mean, in
Yeah.
terms of most of it, it's probably on point, but I mean, I've never seen the guy.
I mean, he's a dark elf, and there's not many. Looks to Ryzen. Looks away.
Hey.
I mean, they're not normally on this continent. So I guess like it's not hard to point out a dark elf with purplish hair. Yeah.
Well,
So
you never know. I mean, whichever town we're going to might have a few. It's
Maybe-
just from experience, people are easier found when there's descriptions and things that people could see.
Fair. I mean, I've just been kind of looking for him on my own from time to time, but yeah. I can maybe drop another one or two. See if anyone's seen him, and we could maybe split up. Look for clues.
You should, yeah. Could probably improve on it a bit as well.
She kind of blinks.
Damn, shots fired.
I wasn't
Oh,
exactly an artist. I liked writing more than that. Drawing stuff. But I could probably brush up on my art skills, I guess, yeah. She looks a little awkward. She's like fiddling with her necklace.
Well, it'll definitely make it easier for me. We also have
Sorry.
Are you laughing at me or something else?
The situation.
But I was continue, Steiner. Continue.
Having a description for him.
He was. I mean, I sort of made a joke about his height one time, and he like got a little angry about that. But I mean, I'm not saying just yell out, you're short, but he might,
Good God.
She's very awkward and doesn't know what to do.
Napoleon No. He's gonna write down on his thing, angry about being short. Got it.
Being height conscious.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
But he liked to travel a lot. That's kind of how we grew closer. He told me about all of his traveling adventures, but we never really talked about where he came from, so this sort of yeah.
Well, maybe he'll be safer with all of us after we find him.
I hope so. It kind of like looks a little bleak. I just hope nothing really, really bad's happened.
Well, don't concentrate on that part. Just think about finding him.
Thanks, Todrin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude. It's like you see Azalea starting to smile and he goes, and she's like, the fuck? And I'm gonna get something to eat now. She's gonna go over and
What's on the
eat
menu,
whatever
Pooba?
Pooba made.
The menu is food
Fish
with
and chips,
a
right?
side dish of substance.
Eat your
Food
fucking
and sustenance.
vegetables.
That's crazy.
Maybe some plants or something. I don't know.
Roll me a survival.
Some grass. I grabbed some grass. What I think is carrots.
I guess here we got
You see that Pooba has absolutely no idea what he's doing, but it's great. It's absolutely amazing.
What do you mean? I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm just going based off of your like substance and
Pooba knows what he's doing. I don't.
Mushrooms.
Okay.
Crow is not a
Probably
cook.
a stew. It's probably a stew.
So you see that Crow has absolutely no idea what he's doing, which is why he's not in the campaign. But Pooba, on the other hand, he's doing great.
Thank you.
Here we have a pork stew garnished with a bit of random grass I saw over to the left of you there. To the far side, you as you can see, there is generic plant number 49,
Mhm.
seasoned with generic seasoning number.
Seared the boar with alcohol to give it a bit of a sweet taste.
Welcome to Puma's kitchen.
So,
Thank you. We
guys-
vote for being the waiter.
No problem. No.
you guys have
I'm the
a great-
manager.
Fucking raw.
you guys have a great dinner. Eventually, you all will go to sleep unless anyone wants to do something on this particular night.
The stuff I was gonna say I was doing wasn't a
Okay.
night in particular, so but I was going to try a couple things. Well, well, this is one. I'm going to take that one book in the ancient language that has like the blueprint of my gun,
Mhm.
and I'm going to. Well, this is Ryzen's attempt at learning a new language here, so
Gotcha.
yeah, he's gonna take that and use like because he understands how guns work, so he's gonna take what he sees there and try to associate some words here to try to learn it. And over time, should he ever see Greed out, he will try to ask if Greed understands the language so he can help. And he's not
Okay.
really asked, but outside of that, he's gonna try to use this book and what his knowledge of guns to try to learn this language so he can read the rest of the stuff and have a better understanding of things.
All right.
Um,
So I will say that you will be spending, I guess, these next few travel days learning how to read the book.
The book.
You second thing, yo Rylan, we're gonna do some RP here, alright? So you should unmute yourself. There we go. Alright.
First off, don't tell me what to do. Second off, don't tell me what to do. And third, you got a good look on you, so let's do this.
Alright, sick.
All right. So, you guys will have a talk. Okay. So, Trey, is there any reason for Envy to just suddenly come out at any time?
Trey is dead.
Oh no.
Rest in pieces.
Okay. This could potentially still work out. So, I would say that before you start any form of training for your for the book, like learning how to read a different language, I would say that the very next day, on the 28th of second summer, you both would have a talk. You guys would probably had stopped probably sometime in the afternoon to gather your bearings, making sure you're still on the right path, maybe gather some fruits nearby. Just a little rest. Ryzen approaches Rylan, and you guys can start from there.
Yo Rylan.
What
Mind
is it,
helping me?
W?
You mind helping me out with something else? It's not domain related, so I've already learned my lesson there. Well, it is, but it isn't.
What do you need?
Well, while I'm in my domain, I'm trying to, have some level of connection with outside of the domain, so we can still. So should I ever be stuck there, for whatever reason, encountering someone for whatever reason, I can still get help from people outside of the domain without having to bring them in here, But to do that, I need to connect. I need to, I guess, connect with their soul. That's the best way to put it. So, yeah. If you don't mind, that's right. If you don't mind, before, because consent is key.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I would say you die, but to be fair, you won't though, so because you live longer. I don't
Let's
know how
do
that
it.
would happen.
What do you exactly need me to do?
Um, for now, nothing. I'm just gonna, for now, nothing, but should this work out the way that I think it will, I'm going to ask you to cast a spell soon, but just not right now, alright?
All right.
And then, I try to, I guess, connect to Ryland's soul. Is the best way to put it?
All right,
Because I'm trying
explain
to.
to me how are you doing this with the
So,
magic you have, and how
It's like-
is your interpretation of the magic that you have?
because I have this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, I'm trying to. Essentially, what Trey told me is that I can use this, but before I could do that, I had to have a connect. Essentially, I had to do what Loof was supposed to do, but never did, and I'm actually doing what she's supposed to do. These are shots, but that she's not here to receive. Um, Essentially, I just need to try to connect their soul outside of combat first, and be able to properly connect to it. And then in combat, I could do this at will with whoever I've already done this to. So I'm starting with Ryland first. And right now, what I'm going to do is first, I guess I would use this soul magic that I have to kind of just go and reach into Ryland first and find his soul, and then familiarize myself with it, so I can properly connect to it at will, regardless of where I am. So I guess that's the first thing I'm going to do. And then should that succeed, I'm going to try that again in the domain. And then should that succeed, I'd ask Ryland to cast I guess iced out for some, I don't know which spell, some spell that would affect me in a positive way that I could tell is affecting me, and see if that works.
All right.
And
For anything experimental related, you're gonna have to roll me a use incentive.
very well, I don't use these anyway.
All right. So, first thing I'll need you to roll me is a concentration or focus.
Lovely. Higher. Yes, this is what.
A perception or investigation. A magic.
Gosh.
And a straight intelligence or
Do I want to use this here?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah,
Why
I'll
not?
use the inspiration here because I don't use it
All
for
right.
much else.
You wanting the advantage or the reroll?
We'll do advantage. It's a solid roll.
All right, solid roll of 28.
And then you said what?
+4.
Intelligence.
Just a solid intelligence or wisdom.
I should have used it here.
Okay.
Freaking suck. Oh my lord.
So this is what happens.
God didn't want me to succeed.
You go into your domain.
Well, I
You
will try
start-
this outside of my domain first beforehand. Because if,
Okay.
like I said, if it works outside, then I'd go to my domain to try it
Well,
again.
According to what I'm reading from Soul Link, it just works.
What do you mean?
Because it says connects easily and recognize someone's soul. He can interact with them while in the shadow domain. At his current power, Ryzen can receive buffs from those he has connected with. This ability also keeps track. Okay, so you already know that they're okay. Actually, maybe there's something getting confused here. So when Ryzen uses when Rylan uses a power, what is it that you're trying to achieve?
No, okay. What I'm trying to do is essentially, yeah, like the skill is there. No, it's not like it's not that I don't think I can do it. It's the fact that I had to be able to connect with. Is that Trey was essentially saying that I had to be able to I had to try to connect to the outside of it in the same way that like remember how Loof was trying to remember how like Loof can technically have Crystal Loof use our abilities, but she has to interact with us RP and actually learn it in character before she can do it.
That I'm
It's
aware.
a similar. he told me I had to do something similar with Soul Link. I had to actually RP and connect it outside in character first before I could use it for that person. Unless I am wrong, in which
Okay.
case, by all means, let me be wrong. But
Once again,
if I remember correctly, that's what I thought.
Trey, is he here? I'm assuming not. So I'm gonna go with what I understand about what's going
I
on.
mean, shoot, if what you say is
So-
right, then I'm fine with that. It makes things a little easier.
So you try this. So you're doing this twice. You're doing this one outside the domain and one inside the domain. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be rolling from outside your domain since you stated that that's the one you're going to be doing first. So, Ryzen, you are concentrating and you are able to feel Ryland's soul. Very odd feeling, for sure. Because it feels like you're connecting to a soul. But it also feels like you're connecting to other things that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't feel right. Like, at all. But regardless, you see that you're able to detect movement from the soul. So whenever Rylan turns his head, whenever he lifts a finger, you're able to feel that. You're able to understand that that is the movement that he's doing. And so, you see that you are able to connect with him. Do you tell him to do anything?
Not right now. I would, if I can connect here, then I'd go to the domain and try to keep the connection up. That's
okay. So you feel that you still have the connection. It's there. All you're doing is connecting with him.
okay.
And so the moment you hop into the domain, you still have that connection and you still feel it, but you don't hold on to it for very long. It would appear that phasing through different planes, there's like this weird how should I put it? It's like when you have a it's like when you have a walkie-talkie on you and a person has a walkie-talkie and there's nothing in between you,
frequency.
and then all of a sudden this huge metal wall just goes in between you two where you can barely hear each other, but now there's this weird signal that's just constantly interrupting you. And eventually, because of the constant interruptions, it makes you lose focus, and then you eventually have to drop it.
Okay. Then try to establish a different connection from inside of the domain.
Are you doing
Instead
the
of-
exact same thing?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right.
Do I have
So
to roll
from-
another Sonia's or do I?
Yes, another Sonia's, and from
Okay.
inside the domain, I'll need you to roll me a concentration or focus,
Here you go. Let's try this again.
a perception or investigation,
Woo.
a magic,
Okay.
and a straight intelligence or wisdom.
Ah.
So, you see that you have a little bit of a better time establishing this connection with Rylan. You see that, well, not you see, but you feel that the connection is a bit stronger now that you're inside your domain, a place where you are most comfortable, a place where you have pretty much spent the most of your entire life understanding and living. And now that all of that is flooding into you, you're able to focus a lot better and you can feel this connection. What do you do now?
Now I ask Rylan to, I guess, cast some type of spell on me. Try to cast a spell on me. of some sorts.
All right.
Okay.
What would you
Doesn't
cast,
matter.
Rylan?
Well,
Preferably
I
something
only
that's
have
not gonna
like
kill me, but you know.
well, I don't really have any negative spells unless you count the ice shivo.
That's not. Don't try to. Let's not shiv me.
I,
Let's
I
not
will
shiv my soul.
cast. I will cast ice out.
On yourself
I mean,
or on someone else?
I mean,
did Ryzen specifically say on him?
yeah, I said to try to cast it on me.
I will attempt to cast it on Ryzen.
Roll me a straight intelligence or wisdom. All right. So, oddly enough, Ryzen, you don't know where he is, but you feel him, which is odd because you already feel a lot of things inside yourself consistently. So having one more connection, it's something. Guess you're used to it by now. But this one is definitely a lot weaker. But you see that you try to follow that feeling, Rylan and Ryzen.
Yeah.
You see a bit of ice surround you, a very, very thin wall of ice before it shatters.
Okay.
And you see the moment that goes through, the connection is cut off.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna try this again. But I'm gonna take that as a success from here. I will. Okay. So to that. Yes, that. Alright, I will. Alright, I talk to Rylan and say, alright, thank you. Thank you. I will like to try this again at a later date, but obviously not right now. So everyone's be able to get the rest up. I do want to keep trying this again later so we can get better at this. If that's alright with you.
Anytime. Just give me a heads up and we can work on it.
Sure. And then I guess that would be the end of that conversation, I guess.
All right. So, you then decide to spend the next few days trying to learn how to read a book.
The wording of that sounds horrible.
It's like that's some Puma stuff right there.
I'm like, dog, I'm trying to
Apologies.
learn a language here.
Learn how to learn an ancient language in order to read a book.
Yeah, that was a bit better.
Freaking literates. Anyways, so
Don't go next here.
so Jonas,
Yes.
a question for you. Do you have control whenever the ducklings just decide to manifest themselves by any means?
I mean, kind of.
Okay.
Like, I don't think Trey plays by the rules fully, but usually there's one.
You talking about?
Usually there's.
Oh,
there
Trey,
he
do
is.
you like
There
just
you
have
are.
them come out sometimes? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm supposed to like roll and shit, and I haven't rolled in a while.
oh, you do have full control over that. Like you can roll your own volition, but there's only more times than not, two of them feel more obligated to be like, my turn.
Yeah, I haven't seen my business partner in a minute, to be honest. I keep rolling like
Hmm.
3s and 4s. It's been tragic.
All right. So, Ryzen, you spend the next few days attempting to learn this ancient language, I need you to roll me a straight intelligence to see how far you can
Alright.
get with this.
Okay, roll. Please. Do me nice. All I'm asking. Come on. It's better than my other ones.
So with a 19, you see you've made a little bit of progress. There are some symbols that you've recognized that there's definitely a pattern to them, though you still have no idea what the pattern is.
Okay.
But then that is a huge step for you, as finding a pattern to a language is probably one of the most important steps in learning a language, especially an ancient language.
Mm-hmm.
So you've managed to jot down some notes, notice the similarities of how some of the wording looks. You still have absolutely no idea what it says, but hey, that's a step in the right direction. Trey.
Hello.
Evo is hoping that at some point, perhaps, who is it? Envy?
Greed or envy.
Greed
One
or
of those two.
Envy would just for some reason manifest within the time they are traveling. Would Jonas have to roll for that probability of happening, or can it be something that will occur?
There is always the chance, following the pattern. Typically, Envy just kind of shows up whatever she feels like, but I'm quite sure Rylan could tell the rest of them that she's kind of chilling right now. He's not even sure what she's doing, but she hasn't really made any kind of communication since their last encounter. Greed's just chilling. He's mind his own business. He's not like, like Envy. He's not gonna be like, oh, I'm here. He's chilling. So the likelihood of
theoretically,
him just showing up is on his him just showing up at his own volition must mean either Ryland's money is being tampered with or something's going down. But other than that, he kind of just minds his own business.
So no chance of greed, basically. For Envy, it's basically a 50-50, I guess.
60-40.
60-40?
Yeah, she hasn't said anything, which is uncharacteristic for her.
Alright, if that's the case...
I mean, once again, Honus is fully able to roll and see what happens. Because once a day, he's able to see who's, in the driver's seat of sorts. But...
Are you saying I should roll?
I'm not saying you should, but you could.
I am gonna do it. Where's my
Okay.
D4? There's my D4. Yo, let's go! It's my business partner.
It's our good man. Let's go.
Okay.
Give me like 5 minutes to be back.
Let's go.
So the driver's seat part, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it doesn't necessarily mean they will manifest. It just means that they're the ones mostly in control during that point in the day.
Yeah, they're chilling closest.
Okay. So we'll do it this way then, because there is a good number of days that this can occur. I will keep track in my little notes here, so give me a second.
How many days do you want to do this, Evo?
I'm doing this for the entire trip. So I really do want to try to learn this language. I am
How
attempting
many
to
days are
learn.
left, Pope?
Let's see. That'll be 11 days.
Honus,
So-
roll me a 4d10. I mean a 10d4.
You want me to roll 10d4?
And which ones would Envy fall under?
Envy is 3s.
3s. Okay. So I'm gonna go in the order of the dice roll.
Oh god. It starts off horrible. Starts off the worst it could have been.
There are 5 days. Actually, no. Wait, is he 4? What number is he? He's 4, right? He's the goat. Greed.
No, greed's 1.
Oh. F.
I know. I got like the. Bro, I got the second worst one 4 times.
All right. So, it will be on the 4th of third summer when Envy will be in control. But whether Envy manifests, I have absolutely no idea.
Probably not.
All right. So, you said there is a 40% chance that Envy would manifest, correct?
Mm-hmm. I will say this: the best chance of this happening will probably be on the last day. Actually, I won't say last day. The was it the 12th day I'm looking at? 13th? I can't tell what day that is. Yeah, the 3 before the last 3.
All right. But why don't we still do this with chance though? Because there
I
are
was gonna say,
3.
he can definitely roll me. Yeah, I was gonna say, he can definitely roll me.
So
a D2 if
roll
he wants
me
to.
a 4. Sorry, I almost said 40. Roll me a 1d10, Rylan.
Wow.
So let me double check here. That would be a frick. No, my math is really bad right now.
Sorry for taking up all the time, by the way.
No, it's fine. 40%. Let's see, a 40% chance of a D 100. Wait, 40% chance of a. Sorry, no. A 40% chance of a D10 would be a 60 or higher, right? No, I mean a 6 or higher, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, it works. Okay, perfect.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing there.
No,
I didn't want to cut you off. I was gonna let you do your thing.
I overcomplicated myself for no reason. Okay, so before we get to this, does anyone else want to do something or talk about something? As a good number of days has passed since Ryzen's talk with Ryland originally.
I just meant in.
Just what?
Just doing my meditating and drinking and training.
Roll for meditation.
Meditation.
Um,
No, meditation you say, right? Roll me a
Oh,
D2.
now I have to roll for it.
No, you don't. I just need some information. Just make sure.
I want to say that during this time, Rylan will be very quiet and not actively really speak to anyone unless spoken to.
Would this be very noticeable?
But if anyone actually cares about that, you know, it's up to you.
I'm assuming that's noticeable.
It's like noticeable, but then again, that could just be Rylan, you know, being Rylan.
Azalea
The person
will
who
check
was
on
it? Yeah,
them.
was it? Azalea is the only person I feel like that would, not only because of her abilities, but just in general, know Rylan from his shadiness, from whatever he's experiencing right now.
Listen, everyone else can be annoyed with the shadiness, but Azalea's never been annoyed.
No. I'm not saying annoyed. You can tell the difference.
If it's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
if it's a noticeable difference, I probably will at some point just let me say what you guys say first. But
yeah, since Azalea spoke up first, I would say that you guys are resting at the nights of the 1st of third summer, one of the very rare times where all 3 moons are present in the sky.
Before
we're dying.
Before we swipe that direction real quick, Pooba,
What's up?
meditating, right?
Yeah.
Something in the back of your head is like, I won't say ticking like a clock, but it's definitely trying to grab your attention. You're not quite sure what it is, but this meditation is certainly helping it.
hey, it's me, Goku.
Stop it!
It's Paimon.
Oh, Jesus. God, no, it's not Paimon. You just
it's not emergency food.
it's a familiar, I guess, sensation. You're not sure exactly why it is,
It's me, Dark Mode.
but I'm going to stab you. But this meditation seems to, like, the only time you felt this has been when you started the meditation. So whatever you're doing right now is definitely causing something to happen. If you want to, you can try to roll me a mental.
Do I do this again, but with his mom? I think that would be funny.
I'm going
I
to stab
considered.
you.
Hey.
Give him mental damage, 1 point.
I didn't. Hey.
No, I'm going to do
listen.
something worse to him.
I didn't actively do it. I considered it, and I asked permission first. Okay, this is improvement, character progression.
If you do not wish to roll, that is fine.
Just a mental? Because it sounded like you were about to say something else. But
Oh no, it was just a mental.
okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Not bad.
Hold on.
It's this knocking swiftly shifts into this airy voice. It sounds close yet so far away, to the point where it's so realistic it has Puba almost looking behind them. But he knows there's nothing back there because Puba doesn't miss anything when he's walking around this trail. He normally has a decent eye on things. Top of that, someone else would have noticed at this point. Your group is like literally the most nosiest group possible, so there's no possible way.
I'm sorry, what? No. Oh, you're being nosy? Hold on.
I
Time to
would
get my.
literally, if you want attention, I'll give you attention.
Listen, man. I took my headphones off for a bit, so I'm trying to figure out what I missed.
Nothing. There's Puba is hearing a voice, but you can't really make out what the voice is saying, but
It's free
you hear
real
it.
estate.
Maybe.
What else? He could just say things and not be.
It's happening to me.
So-
Booba will look around and
don't
consider
see anything.
drinking more.
You're certainly welcome to. You do know, you can pinpoint this much, that meditation definitely was the cause of it. Because as your focus starts to break down and back into the, relaxing for the day and just kind of not meditating, but more so just relaxing and focused up, you don't hear it as much. But
Booba will drink.
okay.
That will fix it.
The moment that alcohol starts to settle, everything goes back to its normal quietness.
Results are neutral.
But that is all you get for right now. And Poke,
All right.
back to you.
So,
Oh damn! I was gonna search for gods as well.
Are
It
you
is-
gonna do something?
Maybe.
Just hold on to that thought then. Don't lose it.
so still remaining the first of third summer. Azalea, do you approach Ryzen? Not Ryzen, Rylan. Azalea.
Hi, sorry. Uh, she's gonna kind of sit near
Alright.
Rylan.
Rylan, you see Azalea sit close to you.
Okay.
How are you and Envy holding up?
I'm fine. Envy's also fine.
Are you like positive on that? Because you've been relatively quiet. And more so than your usual quiet.
Like I said, I'm fine.
She's gonna kind of look at him a little bit longer. Has Envy talked or anything? She's normally popping in and out. At least when she first started.
She's taking her time, but don't worry about it too much.
Well, unfortunately for you, I sort of care about everyone here, so your worry is my worry. Their well-being is what I care for too. Including yours.
That's great to hear, but like I said, everything's fine.
Does he look fine though, or is he like pretending now because I brought it up?
Are you asking if you can roll an insight?
Yeah, I was gonna.
I don't believe in those.
So, Rylan, you may roll
Yes.
a deception or persuasion to DM. And
Okie
Azalea,
dokie.
you can roll an insight.
What does it say? Come on, there you go. I want to roll like it. 22.
So, you're looking straight at Rylan. Damn, you can't read a damn thing on his face.
The frick did you roll, you turd?
Probably a 49 or something like that.
He's simply just that guy. Also, you fought the charisma character in his own specialty, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but listen. I was hoping for a low roll.
I only rolled a 10 on the die.
And what is your
The flex.
what's the plus? What's the plus, my friend?
Plus 15.
Yeah, there it is.
20,
That'll do it to you.
25.
Casual
that's
numbers.
Proficiency.
Oh, I need to start pumping into my insight. I'm like
Mhm.
plus 5.
I mean, I'm good at one stat. like,
You can
So-
punch him.
Pump it.
yeah, you
That's
can
fine.
punch me as much as you want. There's really nothing I can do to stop you.
Anyways, so yes, Azalea, you can't get a reading on him.
Okay. Well, you do you promise to let us know when she says something? Or at least me.
Yeah, I'll let you know if she says something.
Okay. She just seems really important to you. No offense to the rest, but I'm glad to see you care for her like that.
Someone's got to.
And you're the perfect person to do it.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Azalea will sit there quietly with Rylan for the rest of the evening unless he says something.
If you're sitting next to him, he'll like sit next to you for a little bit, and then he will walk away.
Cool. Azalea stays sitting there. Get fricked, bitch. It's my spot now.
Fuck! I just lost my spot.
Man, you got
Man.
caught. That's crazy.
Gifford,
Man,
man.
you lost this one spot that you probably will not see or even traverse through for the rest of this campaign.
Oh no.
Because I plan
So
on
I'm
destroying the
marking the spot
world
down.
at the end of the campaign. Anyways,
Good
So-
lord.
Oh lord.
all right. So, anyways, back to non-spoiler stuff. So.
What?
Oh, we
Definitely.
got the VODs. Oh, wait, is this recording today?
Now we cancel the recording.
Unfortunate.
Nice. I mean, oh, tragic.
I have
What the
officially
frick?
stopped the recording. Thank you guys for not checking. Anyways, so that night passes. You all get your long rests. It is now the 4th of third summer, and during this time,
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Sorry.
Shut up. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Man.
Jesus.
Trying to
Christ.
sleep.
When you said "shut up,"
Bro.
that did not sound like Todrin. That sounded like freaking Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
I know.
So, on the 4th of third summer, as you guys are having breakfast, envy would manifest.
Noticeably, as opposed to 90% of the time that everyone had seen Envy, in any of the sins for that matter, this time she wasn't just a green form of energy. This time she actually took a shape. And I will describe it as I am getting it drawn. I'm going to give the artist the time they need to work on that. No pressure for them at all. But for the time being, we have only a description.
Who was the artist? I can pressure them.
I will shoot you. You back
Do
up.
it. You won't.
Give me 1 second.
IRL.
All right.
Now that the problem is taking care of itself.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm a problem.
Envy is a short, elven young girl. In her young teenage years, as most people could probably figure at this point. She has green hair to complement not only the magic that she uses, but also her purple eyes. Her ears of elven variety. Her skin pale like vanilla. Her nose small and as the analogy would go, excuse a button. She dons an icy necklace with a green gem that was near identical to her magic as well. And she wore a blouse and a skirt. But for once, instead of seeing just a green ball of energy, you actually see a person. I guess an elf. She doesn't
Oh, no,
say
she's
much
a
of anything.
high elf.
She just kind of relaxes near Rylan. She doesn't really have much of an expression on her face. She doesn't seem overly excited. She doesn't seem, I guess, nervous or anything. She's just there.
So is this like the first time they see like another color on?
This is the first time they've seen her not just be like magic, like just a ball of energy, basically. Or I guess in the most cases, like a body in the form of energy in the ball in the form of a body.
Right, you all witnessed this.
Envy?
She would look towards you, but she doesn't. She doesn't say anything yet. Her hands start to like minorly, I guess, touch the necklace, or at least the gem part of it.
Azalea will smile to her, but you look beautiful. It's good to see you.
She would smile, but still nothing from her voice.
You okay?
She would nod briefly.
I sense cap on this app.
I'm gonna leave her be for a little while before trying to talk to her fully. Let her kind of, exist.
No,
What's
She
Ryland's expression?
Listen, she just mostly spends her day, or the time between now and whenever you do speak to her, just kind of shadowing Ryland.
How does Ryland
Ryland's
look?
not
seeing her?
doing much. He's just chilling with Envy.
Would
Well,
it seem like he is interested in interacting with her, or is he just kind of like treating her similar to his own shadow, knowing it's there but mostly ignoring it?
No, he's not ignoring Envy. He's just not being like outspoken about it, really anything, and he's just like enjoying the company.
Okay.
Does he look like relieved though? Still slightly concerned? Like, what are we getting here?
You're getting his cold expression that is very hard to read.
You motherfucker.
Should have rolled that insight better.
It's
You know,
a couple days from then. I could roll another.
I'm gonna say I
Probably won't
saw
give
the
me
cat
anything.
from in. No, never mind. I'm not
Certainly
gonna do
could
that.
if you wanted. Would
You
you want to insight anything?
I was going to, but I'm not anymore. It's
You're
not
welcome
worth
to
it.
try if you want to.
I said it's not worth. I said it's not worth it.
You know what?
The situation isn't gonna. Oh,
I'll take that. Oh, wait, I have a
Fish.
+2. That's crazy.
And what are you exactly looking for?
Does it look like she's going to try to take my hat again?
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to ask Mugus as well. I'll roll for that definitely, but I don't think that's what Mugus is looking for. So I'm gonna also ask.
I'm just trying to make sure the two of them are like okay. Like they seem happy to be around each other. There's weird like, yo, homie, you still Gucci? I don't know yet. We're gonna find out.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Mugus first. Yes, you're pretty well aware that Envy is very content. She's just kind of relaxing right now. You're not sure as to why she's eerily quiet, but
Do I have to roll something for this? Am I getting insight or no?
if you were to ask whether a verbal or I guess telepathically, because she is technically still housed in your head, you would probably get a response.
No. I mean, like,
Against
if you show
from
any kind of
Azalea, because Azalea.
I'm getting the vibes from both of them.
Oh, okay, then I mean,
Like I've gotten her vibes, but I haven't gotten his vibes. But I'm probably not gonna get his vibes.
you can, Mr. Honus, by all means.
Here comes the 40.
I was gonna say, actually, yeah, no, I guess it depends on. Okay, that works out. Okay.
What?
It is very fun, isn't it? From Envy, you're sure that she's fine just being near Ryland. She's enjoying the time next to him, and it's a pretty good time. Before I get to Ryland, though, I'm gonna quickly give Pooba his little answer that he's looking
Let's
for.
go.
You're you think she might do it again? Like you're pretty sure eventually. But like right now, you can kind of tell it's like, huh. You know, she seems content now, but that could be a facade. She's probably gonna rob me again. So you might be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna let Mr. Holmes explain Ryland though.
So, Rylan, while he seems like he's trying to give off his, ice cold expression, you'd be able to see that while he does seem kind of happy to see Envy, there's also a look of distress or something is still very wrong, and you can kind of see it a little bit on his face. But he's trying not to show it. Also, can I say natural ones are a drug?
You natural one?
Yeah, and I almost
Hey,
beat you.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He had to flex. That's crazy.
That's fine.
What is
I don't care. You natural
16?
one, get fricked. Is it?
Get fucked.
Is it like a fatherly worry, or like it's like a like? I don't want to ask too many questions, but like. Or is it just like overall?
Is
Like,
the
there's
worry
something
centered
wrong and I
around
can't
envy?
tell you
Is
why.
probably a better question.
Yeah, no,
is it a-
I'm trying to think about exactly. Envy, it's not exactly over envy, but it has something to do with envy. So like he definitely
It's sin related, in some sense.
without explaining it, I don't know if I can answer it.
That's okay. I'm just inferring things. Don't worry about it. I'm just very invested. Don't ask why. I'm gonna leave it alone till probably like the evening, and then I'll probably go bug Rylan again because frick you, Rylan.
Well, I was going to talk to, I guess, both of them sometime before that, so here we go. First off, how do I, here we go. Hello, hey Envy. Hello, looking, Envy. It's nice to see you out here again. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, I've been doing alright since, I've been doing alright. It's been a while since you've come out.
Yeah. No, this is fine.
Sure?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
A lot of thinking.
Do you mind if I ask you for some help then? I don't want to bug you too much while you're doing your thinking.
Help on.
I do take the book that I've been trying to learn, at least the language. Do you understand this language?
Mm-hmm.
Could you help me learn it? If not, it's fine.
I just don't know what it might do to you.
What do you mean what it might do to me?
It's a very old language, and You found it from the underground place, right?
Yes.
That means it's probably written by someone who can read it, someone powerful enough to read it. Not the language that we just kind of all understand. Otherwise, everyone would know it, or at least be able to.
Yeah, I had an idea. Kind of thought it was made by the architect. Well,
It
but
was.
I mean,
He can read it. He's strong enough to do so.
well,
I'm not sure who made the language, but
what's I still like your help in learning it, and if it seems like I can't do it, then
it's not that you can't. It's that just it might hurt you.
I'll take my chances, unless I'm forced otherwise.
Are you sure about this one?
No, but this is something I want to do. So if I can't get it done, I will stop. But it has been, until proven otherwise, I would like to at least try to give it a shot.
Okay. I don't think this is a good idea, but
I
if you
will
want
stop
to.
or I will stop early should it seem like something bad is going to happen if I continue to push forward. But until then, I still want to try this. Is that fine?
If this is what you want, I'm not gonna stop you. I just don't think it's a good idea.
Besides, I feel like if something major were to start to happen, I will get a very strong push from Febo to say no.
I don't even know if she
I don't know if
would
she
be able to
does
help.
either. I don't know if she can read it either. But she's. I don't know if she can
Have
read
you
it
asked
either.
her?
But I've tried, but she said I'm a smart person I can figure out on my own. By
Very
the way, if you.
interesting god.
Yeah. Yeah. mm, Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you
She's.
really want to. I don't promise that this is gonna be very easy for you, both mentally and potentially physically.
Wasn't expecting it to be.
Okay. Uh so with the help of Envy, you're going to basically be following the same Poke, did you have a roadmap already? It sounded like you did.
For his reading lessons,
Yes.
I do have the role in a DC in mind. So,
Okay.
excuse me.
It is going to still be difficult. At most, uh, she'd be able to do one of the two things, and I'll just DM that to you, and let you decide from there.
Okay.
It's not much.
It's fine. I
All
just
right.
figured it's nice to have a.
Roll
have
me
someone to help
once
me.
again a straight intelligence.
Do me nice, please. Do me nice.
All right. I'll let Trey decide how far you've gotten then,
So besides the
and to see
patterns,
if there's any consequences.
yeah. Besides the, actually, before I even say anything, roll me a Constitution.
uh, ooh. Why would it be a constitution, and why would it not be like one of these, like, I guess, spiritual saves then?
Just roll me a Constitution.
Alright. Oh Lord. Here we go. Yep, that's about how it. That's about how I expected it to be.
So you are as you are reading through the ancient language, you once again you have the patterns and that's kind of figuring it out. And you're starting to pick up on like very small words here and there. But as it comes to notice some of these small words as you're like kind of like repeating them to Envy, and she's trying to repeat them back to you, just so you can understand how to pronounce some of these very small words that you've been able to see. You start having a difficult time breathing, for one. And I don't mean like the way people are in your domain, or more like you're at a very high mountaintop and there's just a general lack of oxygen. And it's not until you put the book away, or at least the book falls from your lap, do you start to breathe properly again. You're not sure if this is the only thing that could potentially happen, but Envy was trying to warn you. Now she looks even more worried and is trying to get you to focus, but even her voice sounds somewhat distant away as you're trying to just even regain your breathing. But you do have a decent concept of very small words, like 3, potentially 4-letter words.
I'm gonna just keep an eye on QC passes out.
And
He doesn't seem like he's in danger of
probably
passing
whoever
out,
kills Envy said.
but he's pushing it.
Yeah, no, Azalea's keeping an eye. She's not like overly inserting herself into the conversation, but she's just kind of like, he's doing weird things. His vital signs are being weird.
Let's actually start using it. This isn't even a soul thing. This is just my body sucks.
I mean, you don't know what other effects it could probably have later. You're not really sure what this ancient language is about. You learn how to read it, but you have no history on it.
I mean, I'm aware, but you know that stuff can be learned through time. I can learn that stuff without knowing it. But
Of
so
course.
I still would like to still like knowing where it came from doesn't necessarily help me read it any better. You know, like I can know where Latin came from doesn't mean I can. Well, I guess Latin is a better place. I can know
Maybe.
where
I mean,
I
a
know-
language is really putting you in a chokehold. Probably worth to figure out what the origin point of it is.
No, I'm not denying that. I'm saying that while that is obviously good information and stuff that I probably will figure out, try to learn at some point, that doesn't help me read it. So I still want to try to learn how to do that as well on top of this.
Okay.
However, if it feels like I'm on top of Everest without any sort of assisted breathing, yes, I will definitely take my leave here. Because your boy, unfortunately, has not evolved beyond the need of oxygen.
I mean, once again, you're welcome to keep pushing through if you so choose to, but you did roll a 5 in Constitution, though. I mean,
Yes, I'm aware. That's why I'm stopping here. If I had rolled, like, if I had rolled 11 here, I probably would have tried to push through more. But this 5 is not going to do me justice. I don't think I'm going to roll better again if I try this. If you
if
ask
I
me
learned anything from my last Sunday session, it's that perseverance trumps everything.
Debatable.
You know?
I punished you a lot.
This feels like gaslighting.
Nah,
And
I
it's
came out on
working.
top. I came out on top.
Seems like it was definitely trumping for me.
It was assisted, but I came out on top.
You know, your speech changed me up, changed my mind. I will try it again. Should I be allowed to roll Constitution again? I will try it again. If not, I'm done. At least
I mean, an actual like example, but that was kind of like BS, given that those were interesting circumstances. Is that even characters I've had in Broken Tale have had been like, oh man, that is a massive brick wall in front of me, and that freaking hurt. All right, time to try it again later. So I mean, you're welcome to keep trying. If you want to try again, I will have you roll me another intelligence. If you want, I'm not really try again. But I guess push forward and see what happens next.
Sure. Gaslit me if I die. I blame you.
Looks really free to kill you, but okay.
So, yeah.
Not
Wow.
bad. 19.
One off from a 20. That's why. That's exciting.
See, who said the success doesn't pay off?
Yeah.
What about the con?
Yeah. Yeah, see,
We're
that's what
not
I'm
there
worried
yet.
about.
We don't. That's who. It could change. You once again, you're not really sure what this text does. You have no
I
origin
know.
for it. Which origin for a magical text could probably be important. Just to throw that in there
Yes.
for you.
I know, and I will ask this. I just want to
But
try it. I just
speaking
wanna try it.
of which, you can tell. Actually, roll me. Do we even have that? Wait a minute. Hold on, do we scuff this? There's no way we scuff this. Wait a minute. Did I scuff it on this character sheet? No? Oh, crazy. No, it's not there. Oh, crazy. Roll magic.
Magic?
Mm-hmm.
Not as good a roll as I would have liked, but here we are.
What's that? Ooh, a 9, 8, and gold. Hello. Well, 21 though. Not bad. You can definitely tell, like I had just mentioned, that there is some magical weight to this. And it's very, very old. Very old. As MV had mentioned to you earlier, which you can kind of put 2 and 2 together here at this point, this is potentially something written by a god or some person that is like acquaintances with the gods,
Eager D. I'm kind of just
or maybe
assuming
underneath.
it's some
I-
type of divine. It's either I'm kind of assuming it's either a divine or some hellish being. Either way, at this point, I've had a lot more connections with both of them than I ever thought when I started this campaign. So here we are.
Other than that, as you are pressing through and trying to read more, you're getting more grasp on the 4-letter words. But the focus is more, I guess, now on trying to fully understand each letter so you can progress past just 3-letter words. As you try to learn each letter, it's a bit more painful. This time, you can roll me a mental.
This is magic, though, right?
The effects you're not sure of, but the magic roll was more so of you figuring out.
No, I'm asking if this is magic so I can actually see if my gnome sharpness is useful for once.
Oh, you're getting magic dealt to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Ah, frick. Okay, well.
Not bad. Not bad.
Another 9. Gosh dang, man.
Your breathing, having kind of toughed through that painfully, extremely painfully, and having stopped for a hot minute to pick it back up on, you try reading more again. And this time, as you start to try to dissect these bigger words past 4 letters, it starts to get very, very painful. Not painful enough to make you stop, because you've been shot before. Say no thing.
I've been shot before.
You've been shot before. You've dealt with pain in other places. What's a headache,
Yeah, a little migraine ain't done nothing.
But I say it is becoming a migraine pretty quickly. But for now, you're at least attempting.
Just
And
take a quick Excedrin real quick and keep going.
for a moment, your vision starts to blur, but you quickly snap it back to straight focus. Envy is still worried about you, as it seems that so is Zalia and Rylan, but maybe not Rylan. Who knows?
Yeah,
Rylan.
Rylan don't care.
But that is all you can really do right now without putting actual strain on yourself. Once again, you're welcome to try again if you so choose to. I don't promise that you're not going to be actually physically injured this time.
Yeah, not now. Not now. I ran to the brick wall again and got farther through the brick wall, but not gonna do it again. Now after after this very painful attempt at learning a new language,
you're pretty tired. I mean, you're welcome to try some other stuff if you want to, but you're pretty tired.
No. I was just gonna ask her questions about the origin of the language because someone, don't know who, was saying that it might be important.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway. after I've kind of regained composure. You know. Alright. Thank you, Envy. I will come back at a later moment when I'm a lot more refreshed, but thank you for that. Do you
I
mind if I
think
ask
you
you
should take that as a warning. I don't know if that
warning for
was.
later?
Oh,
I said later, not now.
well,
I'm not.
I don't mean just learning it because you don't know if this could have a long-term effect. Those
I
could be
know.
warnings to something you have to deal with later on.
I know. I'm going to wait until I become a bit more adept at this whole. Become a bit more adept at my own strength and whatnot. Seeing as though you've made mention that people need to be powerful to read it, I'm going to take some time to become a bit more powerful, a bit more adept, I guess. Whatever it is I need to be.
But if your
But
god didn't know how to read it, and
I'm
the
not.
only reason I knew how to read it was through the manifestations, then what
Honestly, I'm not
makes you
sure.
think that you should keep going?
It would be useful. I feel like it might be useful information to have in the future.
But if I can read it, then wouldn't it be better to not hurt yourself?
Possibly. What if for whatever reason you're out of commission? I
I
don't
guess
know
that's a
why
good
that one.
point.
It would be nice to have someone capable of reading, at least to some degree. Besides, Elliot, besides Elliot could read a little bit. I'd like to not. I feel like it might be a little bit possible. I'm aware Elliot's and Tolliger have their own weird whatever it is that's going on over there, but capable of reading at least a little bit, so it might be possible to at least try. Might be it might be worth it to try it again, seeing as though we are trying to find some of these divines at some point to send your friend to the great beyond, whichever way he goes.
Have you considered that maybe he just is really good at reading? Pain
Possibly.
tolerance?
He can't read normally.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this.
I'm aware of this. Envy doesn't know that.
You do realize Elliot can't read, right?
I mean, he read
Well,
that.
I'm aware, but if anything, that means it's physically possible. And I'd like to at least try it, if that is alright with you. I'm not gonna push myself too far though, I'd like to not die.
I'll
But
help you as far as you want, but at a certain point, I feel like someone else might stop you.
I'm aware, and at that point I will be stopped. But not right now. I will take a break, so you don't have to worry about that. For now, okay?
Next time on Learning with Envy, a lightning rod strikes down.
I get
Ryzen.
smited. I get smited in the.
Take the lesson.
I die at the end. Do 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 do. Anyway, anyway,
When
I'll
a book
just.
starts to make you feel dizzy and starts to make you speak Parselton,
You
get
read
the
harder.
frick out!
Stop breaking the law.
That's the law stop. Anyway, so do you by chance know who created this language? Like the origins of this by any chance?
I only remember learning it from the manifestations, so I don't really know who else. I don't think they made it, but I also don't know who made it. Maybe it was them.
What are the manifestations?
Envy would not say She would never say
You know.
She would get freaking snapped out of existence for saying Eternity, violence, illness, and loss.
Wait, eternity. I mean, you don't. This Ryzen also isn't questioning. This is Evo here.
Eternity.
Hold on. Our eternity.
Violence.
Violence.
Illness.
Illness.
And loss.
Sick. And what exact? I can kind of figure out. I think I can figure it out, but just for confirmation, what is it that they do?
They're like the strongest in hell. They just kind of rule over hell and everything evil that happens within the world. But they've been cut off because hell's sealed away. That's why I want to go back.
She says she wants to go back.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I heard that right. Why do you want to go back there? No, I've never been there myself, but
I guess just because it's home. It's where I was before. I even have my own lair that I rule over. With the help of pride, but it is mine.
alright. So be it. You know, is there anything else about? What layer do you roll over? That's just something I was going to.
I can't remember that right now. God dang it!
Yeah, no. This is why you don't. This is why you don't entertain my questions. This is, you have to do your
Well,
research.
she would know. Frick you.
I
just-
know.
give me a second. I gotta remember.
I know. This is partially your fault for telling me to ask, although I was gonna ask anyway. It's partially yours for
What the
influencing
hell?
this.
Frick you.
You're influencing this now. I could have asked later, but no, for whatever reason, it's so important. I know the origins of my language I'm trying to learn to speak.
It's not my fault, you fricker. Anyway, where is it? I swear if this is the stupidest answer possible, I'm gonna shoot myself. It probably is really simple. I'm just overthinking. But I'm pretty sure I had it
Layer
written down
envy.
somewhere. It probably is just the layer of envy. It probably is. That's what I hate it to be. Where's her backstory? There it is.
What?
Scroll, scroll, scroll. Dead people. Dead person again. Fire. Farm. Oh, there it is. God dang it.
It's the layer of envy.
Yes.
Sick. Alright, I ain't gonna make you say that. 'Cause I know
There's 9. There's only 9. It wasn't this hard. Whatever. Formally, I'm pretty sure it would be like fraud or something. But I
Yeah.
changed it, so
It's fine. Yeah. Do you know who might have had a hand in creating this?
the layers or
The language. Language. The layers of hell can be dealt with later.
No, but if the manifestations know how to read it and the architect knows how to read it, then someone connected to those would, or I guess manifestations kind of steal whatever they want, and I don't know if they made it. They don't really create too often, mostly destroy.
Doesn't feel like it honestly doesn't feel like something that they've made. But who am I? Who am I? Alright. Well, thank you. I will try to find out more information on this before I almost kill myself again. But thank you for helping me out with this, and I really do. I hope you continue. Hope whatever you're thinking about, I guess is a positive. Hope you have a good life while you're here. Until you go back down.
I don't think I have much life left, but I do appreciate it.
Do you mean you don't have much life left? Is this a time
Well,
limit? Something?
I am dead. So
Oh, okay. Not what I meant. Not what I meant, but you know what I meant.
she definitely seemed like not really bothered by that response. Like she just kind of said it and was like, "Yeah, I mean, I am dead, so."
You know what I meant. All right, it's whatever. I'll have a good time here, I guess, and I will disengage from the conversation and just rest
comes
up
to action
because
points.
Oh yeah, 2 action points.
my fault here. Hold on. Before we say this, let me see. Do I? Yeah. Dang. This also 2 action points. Unfortunate.
That's
But I
tragic,
did
man.
get a teleport for
I
whatever
mean, yeah, if
reason.
you want to teleport, you can. By all
Now
means,
that
you
we're
know.
now that we're out of combat, I get to teleport. Of course, that's how it works. You know,
You just burned one, man. That's it. L.
I never get it when I need to get it. I always get ones, freaking threes. Is it threes? No, it's ones or fours. Anyway, I leave the conversation and rest because reading ancient languages is hard.
Maybe not learning the language, but the punishment of learning.
Well, F a punishment, man. Who's
I mean, that's
punishment?
not what you're saying when you couldn't breathe.
I got yeah, because I couldn't breathe. I got a bullet for whoever's punishing me for this for trying to educate myself. Punish me trying to educate myself. I'm gonna shoot them. Not really, because I don't know who they are, but still.
Mr. Todrin, is there anything you wanted to do? You had spoken earlier.
One sec, let me unrecline. Okay. Yeah, I guess you'd like to keep on trying at this whole god thing.
What are you going to try this time?
He's gonna try the dwarves method. He's gonna walk up to Pooba. Hey Pooba. Do you have any spare alcohol I can borrow?
Oh Lord.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Pooba, you.
Well, I got some milk porter, I got some craft brown, and I got a whole bunch of underground beer. I don't actually know what it is. I just have it labeled underground beer because that's what I was told.
It's fine, whatever you prefer, you wouldn't mind giving to me.
Here you go. This was in a crate.
I'll take a single bottle then. Man, I don't know where. Okay, he's just gonna like walk over to like a tree or something like that.
Pour one out for homie.
Homies, yeah.
Are
He's
you
gonna-
trying to stay hidden?
No,
Okay.
no. He's just walking over to a tree because it's like if I pour it on grass and there's like nothing in front of me, I don't think that really means anything. So he's basically gonna be like, all right, this tree here is the Kenza statue.
My God.
Manifestation, right? And then he's gonna like open the bottle, take a swig, and then dump the rest.
Okay.
Pouring out from my favorite
Okay.
state, Kansas.
So, I need you to roll me a faith or religion.
Which one's better? Sorry, give me a sec. Oh, yeah, okay.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the keys in the ignition. The keys in the ignition. The car's starting. We're on 75% gas. I don't know where the 25% went.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
It was Oh no, not the
So,
I'm on a fucking moped.
Trade,
with
were
a-
did you have something for this?
I do have something for this.
Alright, go ahead.
Let me turn off my.
Alright.
Probably should turn off my jazz for this. Okay.
Tadrin, you have been hunting this man down with the skills of a lesser bounty hunter, working
Was lesser necessary?
day and night to find this god.
Todd
You
the
have
bounty
been
hunter.
literally like a bloodhound, sniffing out any blood trails, because you imagine he has to be on this planet somewhere. You've got no leads, and you are still hunting. You've not given up. You have gone sleepless nights thinking about this man.
I don't know about that. He's had
Just
he's
to
just gone to
sit
sleep after
in
that.
an abandoned mine
It has
to
some
watch
beautiful
a bunch of dwarves pour out alcohol
He happily got distracted in his search to
and
gamble.
get spoken to, or what you imagine spoken to, whatever their version of that is, and then go get ripped off by a guy who cheated. This is all
Talking
that
about somebody
comes
else,
down
right
to.
then?
The moment of truth. You try it out for yourself again, outside of the tainted minds. You don't even know how Kenzus could love people like that.
Dang. That's disrespectful, man.
He kind of liked it there. I don't know what you're talking about. He got money from
It's
those
like,
people.
How could someone?
And as you pour out the last drops, and you think to yourself, "Wow, that was a waste of time." Even Pooba sitting back there, just like, "The frick is that guy? My beer. I gave him that."
I took a swig of it.
Hey.
It
That's
wasn't a
why
waste.
Azalea, are trees
Opposite
supposed to be
guess.
drinking alcohol?
What? No.
I could.
Why? Why?
They
Why
can
drink?
do syrup, maybe, but they can't drink alcohol. I've never
He's
seen
just
it
kind of
done
like
before.
he's just kind of standing there,
You hear this like conversation whispered behind you.
kicks
You're
the
starting-
tree.
You're starting to get this little bit of a defeat looking at the puddle of alcohol, and then you kick the tree. And as you kick the tree, and as the impact is made with your foot, there's an echo within your head. Oh God! Wait a minute. This is a voice I wasn't ready for yet. Actually, the ignition. Hold on. That's where the 25% went. Okay. That makes sense.
Give it like a minute practice.
No. I can just do this.
Yeah, there you go.
So, how's the weather down there? Anyone else been, stricken by deities for trying to educate themselves? Hmm?
No, I can understand the language apparently.
No, I just don't get in trouble with my god. I don't talk back.
I don't get in
Oh,
trouble with
man.
Thurbo, to
You
be
guys
fair.
follow
It's just-
gods.
Me and Kansas are not gonna get along.
Look, I don't get in trouble with Thurbo. She just doesn't. She just, would rather me not put myself in harm's way.
She did make you fall for like 2 hours.
She did. And then you broke her face and it was funny.
I would not describe that experience as funny, personally.
That was
I mean, out of
hilarious.
character. Out of character is
I
funny.
saw it in
Out of
4D.
character, yes, it was.
I saw it forwards and backwards.
So, that doesn't make the experience itself more funny,
There was a bit of slow mo too when it went
How I
backwards.
was able to make Azalea
How
see
did
this,
you
I have no
see
idea.
How did you see slow-mo? How did you see in slow-mo?
I focused real hard.
Man, what a waste of time.
Give me a second. I'm being like ripped off the stage. I'm trying to use the microphone, and I'm getting like pulled off the stage. So it's texting me.
I mean, it was no time at all. It just felt like a long time.
This entire conversation is happening in less than happening in less than a second.
Lady, sing our song, doo-da, doo-da.
Lady sing their song, all the do dot thing.
Oh, okay. So that's an Elven classic.
No. We just, you grow.
I'm just imagining a bunch of elves. Like, doesn't matter where they're from. They're just going, dude.
it's how we know each other, you know. We just gotta
Here in the forest, you will hear the mating cry of the owls.
Hey, no.
Dude,
Oh, dude,
You
no.
know, it's just one of them goes, "Can the lady sing her song?" And then just the echoes of the
Okay,
forest.
okay, you clowns. All right.
I'm trying to
all
talk
right,
to
all
God
right,
here,
you
guys. Come on.
clowns. You elven, dwarven, Febo, and Geronimo worshiping clowns.
Screw you, would help me make a sound for that so I can draw
Oh
an
my
animatic.
God.
Please. I'm dead.
Wait, why can't I open my? Where's my capture? Where'd it go? I can't open it. I can't record.
I got you. I'll record it, unfortunately. All right. You hear an echo in your head. The voice deep, not as bassy as I want it to be, because I'm not bassy, but it's all about that bass, no treble.
Take psychic damage.
No, I will not. I am the psychic damage.
You right?
Check yourself.
Frick you. But the voice, warm, welcoming, almost the same energy as someone you'd probably talk to, even briefly, that owns a tavern or a bar. But it goes and it speaks
Oh.
to you. What is your O?
I know it is.
Do you?
I think so. I don't know if Poopa met him.
No. I'm not, you know what? Distracting me. Frick you. Todrin, I've noticed you've searched hard and long. And I do apologize for keeping you at bay for so long, but I understand that you're looking for answers. So while we keep this brief, for reasons that I will explain once you've asked your question,
Sorry, who is this?
this is Kenzus. Who else would you imagine to hear after pouring beer out at a tree?
Well, you didn't introduce yourself, so I wasn't sure.
I do apologize, my dear friend. I just figured it'd be quicker to finish our business than delay it with additional words.
Fair. First of all, you've got a lot of nerve sending me stupid stupid symbols that like lead me to somewhere that we were already going. What is with all that?
I do apologize, but
Oh my god, he's apologizing.
as I try to do my best to follow the rules that have been placed by the gods and Haga himself, not everyone believes in those such rules. These rules have been set into place to keep the balance equal. Extended assistance or even conversations could very well cause an imbalance and cause your job to be much harder than it needs to. I do my best to follow that, and I do apologize if that has been harmful in any way.
No. Just irritating.
I think
Yeah, information. Didn't actually think this was gonna work.
I will warn you that I can only answer but a few questions. I don't want to shift the balance as too much. I have noticed there's been great, significant even, amounts of pressure coming from godly presences that have caused more evil things to arise.
Alright. Well, first thing is my main thing I wanted to figure out is what the hell is going on with me? Why is there another soul attached to me? Just want to mainly see if you know anything about that.
I apologize, but I do not actually have any information on that either. I know you've searched quite long with multiple different sources, but I think this is something a bit higher than I can give you. Maybe Haga could give you insight on that, but I'm sure if you had a hard time tracking me down, the length that you have to go to find him would be longer.
Great. Great. Just kind of hoping you'd have something, because that was my main thing that I wanted to know.
I do not. But I am nearly confident that the answer is out there somewhere. I know that's of help to you, but that's the best I can offer.
That's really the only question I had in my head.
All right.
You're not sure how much longer this is gonna happen. But as
Yeah,
far as
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
else is aware, for everyone else, you guys are just kind of like looking at him. Tajin's just kind of staring down at like the alcohol. His foot's like leaned up on the tree. It looks like it was in a kicking motion, but it stopped. So I mean, you're pretty sure he's okay.
He just stopped like midair or something.
No, it made contact with the tree.
And that
But now
was
it's just on the tree now.
in like a physically possible way, or just kind of like a stop
Physically
time
possible.
stop. Okay, so like the time to stop for him. He just like sitting there.
Or that his focus. You can't tell that his focus has been stolen, but for him, it's like he's more focused on that than he would be any other motions right now.
That's fine.
I'll ask another one. First, the first vision you gave me. Is there any information you can give me on that?
Frick.
Oh my.
It was basically the globe was like shattering with black cracks and things like that.
You know.
Oh, that was Poke. Dag nabbit.
Was that Poke? I thought that was you.
I don't think that was me.
Oh shit.
Wait, explain it one more time. I don't think it was me.
Because it was a whole Kansas vision thing, and I was like looking black space, the globe of the world, and the cracks on the thing, and it was, I'm assuming it was just kind of like the world will end soon and be corrupted or whatever, but
I would remember if that was me. I don't think that was me. I think that might have been Poke.
Repeat. Like, does this was that everything, or was there a little more to that?
that's kind of all I remember.
Because
So
I would have had that on my side of the notes. It was something like that. The only world-related thing I remember was a dream that Azalea had.
Because this was when we went to the clan. I did the whole vision thing, and if neither of you remember that, then that's just okay.
That's
Never mind.
really-
Oh,
I'll
If
retcon
you
that.
can do it, but
Okay,
say,
okay.
into the clan, that was definitely Poke. I did nothing to run the clan.
Let me
There's-
look at my clan notes really quick.
Oh my
It
god.
wasn't
Notes
from
on
the
the
clan.
clan.
It was a Kansas thing.
Right,
No,
right.
I'm aware. This is when you first awoken, when you were first given the power to see the signs from Kensu's.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check here. This will be in Kingdom.
Doodah.
This was
Mating season.
This was Jasona Sanctuary, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's where the clan was. Yeah, because that was the Jasona clan, I remember now. Let me see. There it is, Jasona. Okay, I got it. So what was your question about this one specifically?
He was just curious. It was kind of broad. He just was curious if there was any information he could give me on what the vision meant and what he would want me to do about it, or what? Yeah.
So that vision was specifically to help you. Basically, it was a metaphor put to life, I guess is the best way to describe it. That you basically metaphorically and literally took knowledge from all over the world to help you start deciphering the signs that Kenzus leaves behind. Because that's what that dwarf did to you.
Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah. So it wasn't anything deep. Think of it more as a ritual that was happening. It was just all
Okay.
part of the ritual to help you even start seeing the signs of Kenzus. Yeah, that's about it on that.
Yeah, you made it sound like the world, it was like a thing telling you like the world was gonna end. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Cool.
a lot of the things that were described, I will say. Actually, roll me a history memory. Before I go further into that. With a 23. From what you remember, there are very, very, very vague connections, but connections nonetheless, related to that book that you started reading. And then that vision that you had when you were first awoken from from that power, the power to like see the signs. Do you remember the book that you have in your inventory?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the one I'm talking about.
It's the only book in my inventory. Yeah, no, I read through that and stuff. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, still need to ask questions.
Running out of time.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
You good?
Hold on.
I'm giving you a
Um,
moment of reprieve, but eventually I'm going to
No, I
probably
know.
have time
It's
put
just.
forward.
It's sorry. No, hold on a sec.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm just gonna freaking wing this. With our current mission that we're going on, I guess, is there anything you could give or any knowledge you know about us that could help us along our journey, I suppose?
I have done a few things that have already been set in motion. Anything else past that, I believe, would be too much of a disbalance. I believe what I have done should be plenty.
Balance this, balance that. I wish you balance some nuts, man. Jesus, man.
What you have done? Can you give me more and can you clarify a bit on more on that?
My sisters have been very active with you all in your group And while you have your own missions, especially with Sonia, I cannot say that me adding more will not cause significant problems. So as much as I would very much appreciate the ability to elaborate on some of these things, I simply cannot. Whereas Geronimo acts without thought and Febo acts with no care, I must pick up where they have dropped.
Which is why I didn't really want to go for them for guidance. All right. Who are you keeping your eye on the most?
Loof.
All right. Well, can't say this was useful because it wasn't, but
My apologies once again.
yeah.
It is not easy, the burden that I must carry.
Yeah, I don't really care. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. And you're back to usual. Your foot's on the tree, alcohol at your feet. Your friends are singing something? They might be losing their minds. You're not too sure.
It's singing. Well, how can they be losing their minds? They're just singing.
Folk,
So
you once were sat on the floor with the guitar, singing with like 10% energy in your lungs. And you had it recorded.
Correction, you had it recorded.
Which is even worse that you weren't confident enough to record it yourself.
Confident enough. I didn't even think about doing it.
Competent.
Competent.
Yes. One day I'll find the clip. For now, moving forward.
So, Tadrin, is there anything else you do from this point on?
sit there irritated.
Lol.
That's about it.
All right. So, all of that would have occurred on the 4th of 3rd summer.
Man, that's a busy day, man.
Yep. Most likely would have happened in different times of that, but yeah, it was a pretty busy day. So, I am giving one last chance for anyone to do anything else.
But I just realized, Trey, since you were here last time, can you explain again the whole soul link thing? Like how does? Because I remember you saying that I had to like actually connect to them outside of like actually in RP and connect to people. But like, what did that actually mean beforehand?
Your
For future
goal.
reference?
So there's two steps to it. There's one, understanding how the ability is supposed to make you feel. Because there's one thing for you to understand in the heat of battle. That's another thing for you to understand exactly what it's doing to you. And then for your other part, it'd be then dealing, like, I guess, having that connection to you through the shadow domain to, I guess, the regular plane. That is a bit more complicated, but basically requires you to be able to sense. I guess there's, I'm not even I guess because I read this down. I just have to find out. I'll have to write it out in more detail so it's a bit more clear. But it works in twofold. One, understanding how the ability affects you, and two, like being able to sense their soul while in the shadow domain, which is easier said than done. Something that MV probably could be helping you out with, but it would essentially be you just kind of basically meditating with them nearby to kind of get a grasp on their soul. You can only do this one at a time, so you would have to do the first process first and then the second one afterwards. You can't just sit there one day and be like, all right, I'm gonna learn everyone's soul and then the other part next.
Okay then. So, all right. Okay. Okay, then I guess some retconning is in order then. So,
No, whatever you did, keep it the way it was.
because like earlier while you weren't here, I tried to to form that connection with Rylan and try to figure out how that would work and be close and be able to connect
Yeah, I mean,
to
you
him
you
through
were
my
able to
domain.
hold it for a bit, but the connection keeps cutting, and that is something that I did establish.
Yeah, that's essentially you didn't get that connection. That works out
The
perfectly.
first.
Good job.
So I had to do the first step, then I guess.
And then the second step. One
So
is
the-
understanding what exactly it does to you, and then the other one is understanding, I guess, not even I guess, but just like realizing their soul,
So
being
then
able to sense it.
I guess I will try to do that first part then for the remaining days.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm not
I
gonna
don't know.
make him have to roll it each time or say he does it because I do remember he did help you do it in the first part. Because I was here for a little bit of that. I just had to step away. But essentially, as far as you can tell, whenever Rylan uses iced out, it almost is like when he uses it, ice kind of follows after whatever attack you're doing within like quick succession. So like you shoot crystallized water and ice quickly follows suit after. It's not like it's embedded in you.
Okay.
And then for you understanding his soul, you just meditate and it would be, where's that roll? Well, we don't have that roll, so I can't even see that one. I see a mental. Yeah, a mental would do the trick. Okay.
That's
All right.
freaking go.
It doesn't take you too long as you imagine it would. You figured it would take you potentially a few days to get like a nice read for it, but you as you're meditating, something about Ryland, maybe it's a shadiness, just kind of like stands out to you, and you can kind of instantly pinpoint it. And then as you take a break and try to shake away any of the feelings, you try again, and it's like boom, instant. You can pinpoint each time. It's almost like playing Where's Waldo, and you just every single time just knock it down, no issue. You know exactly which soul is his. There's no mistaking it. His shadiness can be seen throughout the galaxy. That is,
Man. It's pretty easy to find the real Slim Shady, man.
yeah. He doesn't even have to stand up.
Oh, okay, then I guess then if I can do Rylands, then I would try to move on and understand how I guess Azalea's healing would work, and then try to connect to Azalea's thing after that.
Before we jump into
I know
that,
not
is there
now, but
yeah, is there anything that anyone else would like to do or had intention to do? This would be after Tadran had finished his kicking a tree, well after MB was helping Rylan, well after Rylan had did his meditation, not Rylan, Ryzen had done his meditation. In Puba, hearing voices. So, is there anything anyone wants to do? Now would be the time.
Did Uba say out loud that he heard voices? Sorry.
Nope, he just started drinking.
Classic Booba.
Classic Puba.
Interesting.
Laugh track.
I don't think there's anything weird in that, unfortunately, and I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad that the person who was drunk for like the first 10 sessions was drinking again?
Because I can't help him, because he just drinks.
All right.
Well,
He's trying
no,
to
there
be
are also
good.
times I don't drink.
Sure,
True.
I
So
normally catch those.
I will say, so that way we can continue on. So it is the 7th of third summer, and you guys would encounter this. As you guys are traveling through for a bit, very interestingly, Pooba, you can roll me a perception, as you are the one leading mares.
Perception.
Perception.
Ugh. Ugh. Those are bad rolls.
So, with a 12, you see that there's some small snakes in the road. Like, really,
my
just
gosh.
regular sized snakes.
God, dang it, XO.
Then
No.
you realize that they're dark null snakes. But, like, these are very small dark null that you could probably just take one swing of your spear and just, like, end their existence.
I don't like that.
Wait, huh?
These are just
Oh.
small dark null snakes. And you see, like, they're heading towards you. They're slithering in your direction.
Randy Orton.
I want to stab him.
All right, you stab them.
Have we learned nothing?
Easy enough to do. You stab them, they dissipate. And yeah,
Snakes. Why
You-
not
No.
be snakes?
God, dang it.
you
We
guys,
just follow the butterflies.
you guys do see Pooba stop the carriage, go up to the small dark null snakes, and just spear all three of them.
Everything okay?
Dark null snakes.
Darkness snakes.
Snakes.
They're so little.
Yeah. And now they're dust, so they're even littler.
Let's just keep our eyes out for any bigger ones.
If it's a dark null, I'm killing it.
And then a giant mole came out of the ground.
No. So,
Always the roll my thumb.
It's blind. Loser.
Oh my god.
so you guys proceed the rest of the day without seeing any sign of dark null. Eventually,
I don't like that.
it gets to the 9th
Mr. Wretch.
of third summer. Today is a relatively hot day, but you see the very expansive farmlands of Winter's Field. As you approach their gate, that is where we'll be ending for tonight's session.